So what's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're moving all the animals in the rain. Why? Because it doesn't matter if it's raining, it's snowing, it's sleeting, it's 900 million degrees out. Guess what we do? We move the animals. So today's gonna get a little bit interesting about where they're at, but they're coming to their absolute favorite pasture, so hopefully when I call them they're gonna come running, and we'll see about chasing calves. Hopefully we don't have to. We might have to, but when we go through gates, we usually have to. So it should be fun. Let's go like this. Open this up. And this time, because I forgot it like the last 5, I brought my stake. The stake comes here, pop it in, and look at that, it holds the gate open. And now the question is, will they come? And more importantly, will their calves come? So I'm not chasing calves for an hour, hopefully. Hey cows! Come on cows, come on! Come on cows! So maybe today's the day that we don't move the cows. Or we are gonna move the cows, but they don't wanna move. Why? Because it's about once every 2 months. They just don't listen. They just don't listen. Why? No clue. Have zero clue why. Sometimes they just say, no, we're not moving. Maybe they like the grass too much. I don't know what it is. I might have an idea. Let me tell you something. Today we have a big rain coming. Animals, because they're animals, I don't know how they do it. They know their spidey senses, their cow senses start tingling, and they say, you know what? Big rain's coming. We're gonna stay around trees. We're gonna move the higher ground. So that's one of the big reasons why I wanted to move them to this paddock right here, because it's higher, it's got coverage, they're fine. Now it's been predicted for the last like 3 days that we're gonna have a lot of rain. It ended up not really coming. We got a little bit and drizzle here, just enough to get everything wet and be a little bit annoying, and when it heats up it gets stupid humid. So what I did is this. See where the cows are right now? They're being jerks, okay? What I did is I put up a line right over there, and we were moving that way along the hill. You can see where the T-posts are. That's our cross fencing. So what I did is there's a gate over there by the house that I brought them through. We'd normally move this way, but I brought them through this way first. Why? Because you look at this, we're on a pretty nice little ridge here, and the water, you can see where it funnels. The water funnels right down this way. And when it was raining really hard, I didn't want them to be in there. Why? Because that'll just cause erosion, and we want the least amount of disturbance as possible to where we're not eroding the land. And as you can see, we're actually filling in a lot. This used to be real big. Even right over here used to look like that over there, to where it was a lot deeper. So we're making progress. So on the dry days, they were gonna be on the hills. On the wet days, they were gonna be up on the hill. Why? Because then they're not, laying down in mud, and then they have coverage back there with the trees, and they're good. So try and do the best I can for them, and give them the best graze. They were actually calling for a lot of water, to the point to where like some of the grass might have been underwater. We're supposed to get, we're under like a flash flood warning today, but we're supposed to get a lot of water down there, so I don't want them trying to graze through water to eat grass. So you move them on top of the hill, the water runs down, they can eat the grass. Great. So we mixed up our rotation just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. But today, they're going to their favorite pasture, which is in here. But they don't want to come. Why? Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it's because they feel better up on the hill when they can feel a big rain coming, and they don't want to act, they don't know that I'm moving them here. They think I'm moving them down lower. So that's probably why they're staying up there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and just leave this open for now. Not frustrate them, not get all, trying to herd whole herd of cows over here with a bunch of calves, because that just doesn't sound like fun. And, for those who don't know, still have 2 dislocated ribs. Better, but not all the way back yet. Not all the way back by any means. So I don't want to be running around. So I'm going to leave this gate open here, and I think they'll eventually wander in to find this while I go do the rest of the chores. And mind you, last time that we came into this paddock here, we had to do something very similar. So they do know to go down and around. They're smart. They're just being stubborn right now. And last time they came sprinting because they knew where they were going. But today, blame it on the rain. I don't know. See, when an animal doesn't do what you want to do, It's very hard unless they're in the corrals back there to really get them what you want to do. You have to make them think it's their idea. So what we're gonna do is just come to a set of animals that are grateful for my work and for my effort to move them to a new piece of grass, and that's the ducks and geese. I say that, I'm gonna jinx myself. Hopefully not, but I might. We'll see.
I wasn't born in the Delta, but I've always loved the blues. I wasn't raised Pentecostal, but I'm moved by gospel grooves. And when I hear Hank Williams, I can see that falling star. But I'm so lonesome I could cry, 'cause I fell in my backyard. Old Jim Johnson honky tonk, sure enough regional sound. Jukebox in the corner, Nashville to New Orleans bound.
Right now you're gonna see why I really prefer, just one of the many reasons why I really prefer ducks over chickens. See, I got their net back here all set up for them. Left an opening so they can walk in. See, with chickens, they'd scatter, run off. It's a nightmare. With ducks, watch this. The ducks are having themselves a good old time over here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna walk past them or walk by them. Say, duckies, go home. Come on, let's go. Come on, go home, duckies. And just kind of hurt them. Come on, duckies, go home. Come on. Come on, Mr. Goose. Duckies, go home. Come on. Come on, ducks, go home. Trying to locate the trailer. There it is. They're running towards it. Now they got to find their opening, which is right down there at the beginning. And they know what to do. Here we go. Come on. Don't be dumb. Don't run through it. Come on, we have smart animals here. At least I like to think so. The cows aren't living up to it today. See? Come on. Make a turn. You're right there. You're right there. Come on, make the turn. Come on. You're right there. There we go. Look at that. Look how easy that was. See? You guys are appreciative of all my work I do for you. The cows today, not so much. And now, they're happy. And voila, look at this. They're all good. They're eating. They're happy. They're going to go eat down all the grass. And look what they left behind. This here is going to grow up like crazy because you can see all of the duck poop all around. Hopefully they can get rid of, hopefully the nitrogen will help get rid of these things and these things right here, because those are all weeds and ducks won't even touch those. So weed season, great. This next pass with the cows, what I'm going to do, as long as it's not raining, go behind them and mow right behind them. So I'm going to have the cows take it down a little bit shorter than normal, because I like to leave like a third of the grass kind of standing just so it can grow back. But we're going to get some rain right now, and so the ground's going to be pretty saturated with some water. So I feel comfortable mowing behind them. That way we take care of all the weeds. I could come in here, but it's not big enough space really. But I'd come in here and Carolina horse nettle, that stuff's a problem. The goat weeds are starting to come back up. That's a problem. What else is a problem? You get something like, no, that's still horse nettle. Oh, that's about it. We have 2 weeds right now. You can see over here there's a couple little buttercups left remaining, but that's about it. That's about it. So we're gonna collect eggs, get them watered, and then we're gonna go check on the cows to see if they got smart and moved to their favorite pasture. I don't know what their deal is today. Hey Priscilla. Look at it. As soon as I talk to her with the camera in my hand, she pins her ears back. When I don't have the camera, I can go up and pet her, go and rub up on her. As soon as I have the camera, she hates it. It's really weird. But let me show you the difference between 1 week and the next week with ducks. Look at this. This is all coastal coming back up, which is great. It's all Bermuda, which is a really good grass around here. And you look, this is where they were. They just moved off of. This is where they just were. You can see there's no goat weed, there's no horse nettle at all. Actually, it's all gone. I think it's either being consumed by the Bermuda, which is this stuff, like right here. See this stuff here? It's great. It's high in protein, and it grows like a weed. I mean, you can graze this stuff probably every 15 days, if not faster. And it looks like angel hair pasta. It gets just super dense. So by the time the cows get here, it'll probably be up to here, which doesn't look like much, but for this grass, it's huge. So the plan is for this here to turn into this, to turn in to that over there, and it should work. And another to check on the cows, they are still being jerks, so they're gonna stay over there. They need to walk down that way, and what they're gonna do is they're gonna go down. This is where snake land is, down over here. There's a pond down there that they've been drinking out of, and then they're gonna come up here and say, oh look, our favorite pasture's open, and then they're gonna come in here. So am I gonna go over there and try and hurt them? No, they'll figure it out on their own. I opened it up for them. They won't cross this wire here that I have set up for them, and they'll come when they're ready to come. That's just the way things go. Because one thing I learned is, like in the beginning, I'd be like, no, they have to be here. They have to be here right now. They have to, you know, all the cows have to come right now. They're animals. They don't think like humans. They think on their own terms. You have to make them think it's their idea. So when they want to come, they'll figure it out. They'll move probably this afternoon when they get thirsty and they go down to the pond, they get a drink, and they say, oh, look at this. Then when that happens, I'll be here. I'm going to keep an eye out. Come, close off the gate once they're all through, move their water over here, and then we're on. But like I said, this is probably due to the pretty strong storm that we have coming in. We're starting to get the beginning of it right now, so it's probably going to be here a couple hours, and flash flood warnings all over the place. We usually don't get those around here, and yeah, we'll see. We need the water. We always need the water. Came over here to see how the strawberries are doing, and what is that? Is that one of those the super mean caterpillars? I think it's called an asp that you're not supposed to ever touch, because they will, like, it's the most painful thing in the world. Might be. I'm gonna try and get that off of it, because let's not have a caterpillar on one of our strawberry plants. We've actually been getting quite a few strawberries off of these. See, look, here's this one's coming on real quickly, and we're just gonna let these spread like crazy. So hopefully we have a ton of strawberry plants. And here's a little update video on this right here. This is our Egyptian walking onions, and they're doing great. They are doing fantastic, actually. These onions are going bonkers, and they're already starting to, some of them are starting to put on, like, I think that's a seed head, where it's trying to be a seed head at least. And these will spread like crazy. Oh, here's a good one. Right here, look, see that? Those are little onions trying to grow out of an onion. So it's like a plant growing out of a plant. And I probably missed it, but this will fall over at some point, and then these will grow and spread. But I could have came over here, popped this seed head off, and planted it somewhere else. And now, more onions. I gotta get it in here and weed a little bit, but you always have to weed a garden, right? Let's see. But they're doing extremely well for extremely low maintenance. So with that, cows are jerks sometimes. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just let them think it's their idea. Move on. Don't stress about it. And you know what? Tomorrow, it's going to be easy. And to see how easy tomorrow is, hit that subscribe button down below, ring the notification bell so you get notified when we put up new videos. Hit the like button because it really does help with the YouTube algorithm, and drop a comment if you like. Alright? Till next time. See ya. Bye. And what do you know? They're out here. Finally came in, closed the gate, and they're good.